2 minutes to 8 o'clock. It's Graham Liver at breakfast on BBC Radio Lancashire. Now, 2 orphans from Tanzania who've been helped by the Lancashire-based charity, the Bethany Project, are preparing to go back home to teach at a new school set up by the charity. Run from Oswestwhistle, the project brought over several students who have been studying at Blackburn College, while Jesca and Emma have both completed their courses and are preparing to take their skills and themselves back home. Well, I've been speaking to them both, and they are really hoping that they can make a difference.
I went to the Bethany Project when I was about 13 years old, and that was in 2006, and that was because I had reason that I want to go into, but I still have my parents,
right?
But I had to go to the Bethany family.
For me, I went to the Bethany family when I was about 6 years old, and that's because my parents died when I was about 2 years old, so I was brought up by my grandmother.
Right.
And so I came to the Bethany, and it was in 1998.
Right.
I've been with the Bethany family since.
And quite a dramatic change from where you lived to be studying in Blackburn.
Yes,
It is, yeah.
Go on, Emma. Yes, it was a very big change. So I came in 2007, and I was one of the first group to come to study here, and it was like being in a different world altogether.
Yeah.
And everything was different, the culture, the people, the weather, obviously, but most of all, the education system here and the values teachers have, and it was just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think you're going to take back?
Well, I think it's just the values we've learned here. We want to go back in Tanzania and change things, especially the teaching, how the teachers there, how they teach. So we've learned a lot from the UK, so we want to take everything that we've learned here and share with everyone back in Tanzania.
So how does the teaching differ here to in Tanzania?
So the teaching here, teachers are very motivated to start with, and they are ready to go there and teach. And also the way teachers teach is very different to there. There is just the teacher stands at the board and dictates everything to the children. Right. And also there isn't much respect for the children there. So, for example, something like corporal punishment is still used, and very badly. There, so it's like child abuse more than anything. So that's another thing that we really want to change there when we go.
It's an awful lot to ask just you two to go and change the education system over there, though, isn't it?
I know, yeah, but we are determined. I mean, it's not going to happen in overnight.
Yeah.
Things will take time, and we hope by, slow, we get there someday.
Yeah.
And it's quite a big thing. Actually, it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be very easy, especially dealing with male teachers, because in our country women are still treated as second class, and looking at us, we're still young women, so we might face
so there aren't many female teachers then?
There are female teachers, but in Tanzania, women are really oppressed and subjugated.
Right.
So they have no rights whatsoever, and that's something, again, that we have seen here. The way men treat women with respect, with values, and there women are just looked upon as people who are just servant for the men. And so another thing that we hope Emma and I would be able to do is, through education and really enlightenment, is to help women and girls in particular our age to feel empowered and that they can stand up for themselves.
You've got a big job on your hands when you go back home, haven't you?
Yeah, very big, yeah.
What are you going to miss about Lancashire?
I guess the people we've known for years, because I've been here for 6 years, and Jessica's been here for 7 years, so it's a long time. It's become like a second home for us.
Yeah.
So we're going to miss everyone.
The food?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
so much.
No, not so much the food.
Yeah, but mostly, like Emma said, the people who have been very supportive, who
yeah.
have been there every step of the way, really, because we would have never done this without them. Tutors, the Graham and Sheila, the people we stay with, they have been supporting us in the good and hard times. So it has been a long journey for both of us, and it'd be sad to go, but we are ready for the challenge.
And they were lovely, and they go back home very shortly. Jesca and Emma, who go back to Tanzania after they've completed their teacher training here in Lancashire. They're about to go back home and teach orphans in a new school, which has been set up by an Oswald Twistle-based charity called the Bethany Project. And as we heard there, the way they treat women in Tanzania is not fantastic. So they have a big job on their hands, but they're lovely, and wish them all the best. Latest travel news.